Welcome student. I am going to start your lesson number 3, our life support second part. For this, everybody come to page number 201, properties of air. In previous video, I told you that air is a mixture of gases. Air contains different types of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, helium, neon, etc. So, there are some special type properties of air. First, air takes space. So, everybody come to experiment number 2. Take some water in a glass tub or a container. Take an ordinary transparent empty tumbler, turn it upside down and deep into the water, so that its rim touches the level of the water. Does water rush into the tumbler? Lower the tumbler into the container. Why does the water not enter the tumbler now? What is present inside the tumbler? Correct. Inside the tumbler, air is present. And when you slightly turn this tumbler, air bubbles come outside. This shows that inside the tumbler, air is present. It shows that air takes space. What is this experiment show? That air takes space. Now, our next experiment number 3. Air has weight. Air has weight. So, everybody come to experiment number 3. Blow air into the 2 balloons of the same size and tie them at the 2 ends of a stick. Balance the stick by shifting the position of the balloon as shown in the diagram. Now, prick a balloon and let the air escape from it. What happened? The stick tilts towards the air-filled balloon. What this experiment show? This experiment show that air has weight. Air has weight. Okay. Now third one, that air exert pressure in all direction. Air exert pressure in all direction. Take an empty tin and insert a balloon into it. Blow hard into the balloon to make it fill up the inside of the tin. Tie its neck very tightly and lift the balloon up. The air inside the balloon pressure on all the sides and can easily help to lift the tin up. This experiment shows that air exerts pressure in all the direction. That's why these special properties are present in the air, that air has pressure, air has space, and air has weight, and air takes space. Now next one, water too supports life. You know, water is an important in our life. We need water in our daily use things also, and we can drink this water also. We cannot stay thirsty for a long time. Plants too cannot live long without the water. Water is also needed for cooking, bathing, etc. But we need water for drinking. If we thirsty, we want only water. Okay. In water, some impurities are present. You know what is the impurities? Some unwanted substance present in the water, it's called its impurities. The impurities of water is divided into 2 categories: soluble impurities and insoluble impurities. Soluble impurities and insoluble impurities. Soluble impurities means which cannot be seen. Soluble impurities means which cannot be seen, and insoluble impurities mean which can be seen. For this, we are going to start some experiment. Removal of insoluble impurities. Removal of insoluble impurities. For this, I will show you one experiment. This experiment is known as sedimentation and decantation process. What is this? Take a mixture of soil and water in a beaker. Stir it well with a glass rod. Allow the mixture to stand for some time. The bottom of the beaker. The heavier soil particles will settle down at the bottom and only clear or clean water present in upper side. Now, with the help of our glass rod, we can shift this water drain this water into the another beaker. When we drain this water into the another beaker, only clear water is present in this beaker and all the impurities is present here. This process is known as sedimentation and decantation. For the another method, everybody come to page number 204. The another method is filtration. In this filtration method, we can use filter paper. We just turn this shape the filter paper and we form a cone. Take a circular filter paper, come to page number 204, experiment number 9. Take a circular filter paper and make a cone by following the steps shown in diagram. Place the cone inside a funnel. Place the funnel over the beaker as shown. Place the funnel over the beaker. Pour the mixture of soil and water over the filter paper by using a glass rod. Drops of clear water will trickle into the beaker and collect as a filtrate. What is it? It is filtrate, and the unwanted material or impurities which is present on the filter paper is known as residue. These are the two methods which we are using to pure our insoluble impurities. But some impurities are soluble. So for soluble impurities, we can use the another method, that is distillation process. This is a diagram of distillation process. It is present in your book also. This is one. The process of changing of water or any other liquid to vapor by heating is called evaporation. And distillation is method which separates soluble impurities from the water. This is a beaker, this is a burner, and inside the beaker solution is present. This is a condenser and this is another flask. When we heat this liquid, after some time that liquid will start boiling process. When the water is boiled, they form fumes. This is a water vapor. These water vapor come inside this container. In this condenser, these fumes change into the liquid and drop by drop this liquid is come to the another flask. This full process is known as distillation process. Purification of drinking water. For healthy living, clean water is necessary for drinking and cooking. Impure water contains many disease-causing germs like those of cholera, jaundice, dysentery, etc. In towns and cities, there is a special type of water supply for public. So what they do? See in the diagram, sedimentation, filtration and chlorination are the three methods mainly used for cleaning of water. In sedimentation, water collected in large tanks is left undisturbed for a few days. This way, the heavier suspended impurities sink to the bottom. Air and sunlight kill many harmful bacteria. Chemicals like alum are also used. Chemicals like alum are also added to purify the water. After sedimentation, the water is filtered through a clean sunbed to remove fine suspended particles. In chlorination, water is then disinfected with a very small quantity of chlorine gas to kill bacteria. This water is now safe for drinking. We have to keep drinking water always clean. What we have to use the methods? Boil water, keep drinking water clean. We can purify water and make it fit for drinking by using the following methods. Boil water at least 10 minutes. Use a water filter. Clean the filter regularly as dirty filter is a breeding grounds for disease causing germs. Added potassium permanganate crystals into wells for killing germs. Underground water from deep springs and deep well is usually free from insoluble impurities and safe to drink. If we are taking this type of precaution, so our water is clean. So always drink clean water. Read the lesson properly. I will give you PDF file. I will give you question answer and exercise in PDF file. Bye student.